Podlish on the hold. Here's the kick on the wall. That kick falls. Outside. That was close. It didn't make it by much. But Podlish did a good job getting this down. A little inside on the snap. Barely inside the right upright.
Yeah, it was. And what a game by the Bears. Undermanned. Backup quarterback.
Robbie Gould delivers it from 38 yards. And the Bears go to 6-4.
And this Bears offense, I'm impressed. These conditions, Josh McCown, another solid, really good outing. He is 4 for 4 this year when it comes to coming in and just getting the job done.
So, Bears fans, what do you think? That was freaking awesome. That awesome sound bites from a game-winning field goal, Robbie Gould. He is the man. But before that, Chicago had a total disaster. 1 hour and 53 minutes of delay because they had a huge tornado in the Illinois area. And if you live in the Chicagoland area or somewhere where the tornadoes hit, hopefully you and your family are safe. I mean, you could build homes anytime, you know what I'm saying? But you cannot rebuild a life. So it really sucks. My dad's friends were attending this game. I'm not too sure if they stayed in that place. I forgot what they call it for the place that you won't get to stay safe, or they went home. I don't know. Or I don't know if they stayed or did they leave. I don't know. I don't think they could leave because it's all. I think you gotta stay at the game. I can't really describe it. But it was a good game because they have like a 1 hour and 53 minutes of delay. And the field was very, very sloppy, muddy. That's how football should be. And the Bears will be on the road for 2 weeks, and the next home game will be December 9th. So they have like 2 more home games in this season left. There's only 5 games total, you know what I'm saying? So it might come down to the last game of the season if we're gonna make the playoffs or win the freaking division. I know the Bears got swept by the freaking Detroit Lions. You know, a couple weeks ago we lost. We should have won against the Detroit Lions. Instead of going for 2, they should have won for a field goal. So that's a mistake. Then early in the season, we got our ass whooped by Detroit Lions. And I'm so glad that the Packers lost. That's freaking awesome. Check out my short blog video when I went to my local sports bar and all that good stuff. Okay, now I'm going to discuss about the Bears and Ravens. Sorry, this is a couple of days late. Okay, grades for the Bears. Quarterback A. After a slow start, Josh McCown got better as the game went on and went at his best at the end. He had 19 for 31 yards for 216 yards. 19 of 31 for 216 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, and his passing rating is 92.9 passing rating. That's awesome. His rating for the second half was 107.0. That's awesome. Okay, running backs A. That's shocking, isn't it? After weather hits, the Bears turn to Matt Forte, and he came with 83 yard on 18 carries. That's awesome. And 9 runs after catch, 14-yard TD after the Bears had the lead. And another thing is, before the Hurricane was coming to Chicago, Bears were down 10-0, and I really thought, oh shit, this game will be a freaking blowout, and all the good stuff. We beat the defending Super Bowl champions. I know the Ravens lost a lot of key players from free agency. Plus, Ray Lewis retired this off season. Now he's making these commercials with Urlacher. Go figure. That's it for that department. Receivers B plus. Brian Marshall didn't have a big game. 4 out of 42, but made a huge catch in the second half. Jeffrey was superb again. 7 out of 83, and Bennett also came through with a 43-yard catch in OT that set up the game-winning field goal, like you heard earlier in this podcast. So I'm very happy. Offensive line A, defense lines A. Julian Peppers, he came out of nowhere. 2 sacks and 4 tackles for the loss, but he had a lot of help. David Bass, a pick 6, tied the game. Oh, that's awesome. I was marking out. Linebackers B plus. Josh, I can't really pronounce it, had a interception that set up the Bears field goal drive. Added James Anderson had an 8 tackle and include a that's awesome. Defense back A. Okay, Joe Flacco had 162 yards passing. The Ravens longest pass play was 17 yards. Chris Cullen made a big stop, forced a field goal. Special teams A. Avoid was good enough. Whatever. Where we go. Made a field goal for 20 out of 46 yards and hit the game-winning field goal 38 yards in OT. That's awesome. Coaching B plus. Wow, shocker, isn't it? The humans got A out of this. Bears were better team after a near 2 hours. 2 hours. Weather delay. Still trying to figure out why Mark Trustman didn't call OT to save time at the end of regulation, but all other discretion workers in the Bears' favor. That's awesome. Okay, go figure. 13 penalties on the Bears. They enter the game with 40 penalties. .571. The Bears convents, what a blast of word is. Flip got 5 out of 7 third down in the second half, after converting just 1 of 6 in the first half. 0. The Bears had no turnovers in the second half. In the second start for Josh. And what I said earlier about his passing rating, 147.0. Josh passing rating in the second half with 9 out of 9 for 11. 132 yards, TD for the game. Josh was what I said earlier about his passing rating. That's awesome. Now, you may know this, Bears fans, you may not. Jay Cutler will not be playing this Sunday, so Josh will take over again. So that's awesome. Hopefully, the Bears keep kicking ass, taking names. It don't matter if Bears only score 3 points, 6 points, 10 points. A win is a win. So they have 6 games left remaining. They got this Sunday in St. Louis, November 24th. Then December 1st in Minnesota. Speaking of December 1st, there will be the return of Jay Cutler. That's what they're saying on the internet and everywhere on Facebook. Hopefully this time he'll be healthy. If not, then we have a backup could take over. So I'm not really worried. Not like last year. We don't have a really good quarterback. So then after that, December 9th, we'll be back in Chicago. Then December 15th in Cleveland. I think Cleveland, I'm not too sure they're in a playoff pitch or not. December 22 in Philly. Then December 29th in Chicago against the Green Bay Packers. Hopefully we could sweep their ass this year. It might come down to the last game of the season, or we just need help. We need Detroit lose, and we got to keep winning because what I said earlier in this podcast, Bears got swept by the Detroit Lions this season. That sucks for the first time since 2007. I know a lot of guys are banged up. I don't know when Lance Bridge will be back with the Bears. Hopefully sooner or later. So it says right here in the paper. Oh my gosh. Josh bounced back from the skin shaky first half to lead the Bears into to lead the Bears into tie for first place in the division. That's awesome. So it might come down to the Bears just need help to win the division. If they don't get to win the division, then they got to shoot for a wild card. Hopefully, Detroit Lions just keep falling apart. Same thing for the Packers. I know Aaron Rodgers is still out, and that's why the Packers got the third string QB. So that's it for me. Thank you very much for all my Bears fans for listening, or my non-Bears fans. You're just an NFL fan, just want to listen to this stuff. So have a good one. I'm out here. Go Bears this Sunday in St. Louis, Missouri. Goodbye. Go Bears! Yeah, come on.